All right, folks, welcome back to the attic. Today I am going to be doing a VR for Rob over at Commenting Collector. He wanted us to do a VR with some baseball cards in a sort of a lineup type thing as far as creating our own team and lineup. And I just had to be a little creative about it. Some of my picks will probably surprise you. They're not probably what you thought they were going to be. I try to think a little bit outside the box. If I was actually going to make a lineup to play against somebody else or whatever. Um, I coached and played softball for many years. And a lot of my lineups were creative based on, hitters with batting average, hitters with power, and so on and so on and so on. So anyway, I put a little thought into it. It was pretty tough because each position I have chosen, I could have easily swapped them out with somebody else that was just as good or better. All right. Congratulations, Rob. This is an awesome milestone. And it's my pleasure making this VR for you, my friend. So let's click this button, and I'll see you on the flip side. All right. Before you is the commemorative Rob Segedi Stadium. We have his logo as our batting circles today, our on deck circles. Anyway, I have one of my stands at each position, which I will be filling in for you. You'll understand why there's two at third there. It's not what you think it is. And I also tried to make this that it was a playing days card as well. And I also did not want to show too many cards that I already shown in other videos. I wanted to kind of show a few. There are some, but I'd like to show more cards that nobody has seen before from me anyway. So anyway, we have the position players. Then I also have the relief pitcher. And this one's. And the good thing about the batter's box is it is movable. Either side, home or away. And we also have a commenting collector up on the backdrop of the scoreboard. As you can see to the left, it's also my board for the channel cards and stuff like that, which I still haven't gotten around to putting the rest of them up here yet. So I apologize for that, but in future videos you may see a bunch of different ones up here. All right. Let's proceed with the lineup. But first, let's take a short pause. Please stand up. Take your hats off. All right, folks, I'm back. We're going to start this off right now. The honorary mascot of my team, which you can probably figure that out by now. We're going with the chicken. My all-time favorite mascot deserves to be on this team. All right, let's start off the real fun. Leading off for my lineup, the best leadoff hitter in the history of Major League Baseball. I'm putting him in center field because I can do that. Mr. Ricky Henderson. He's a 10-time All-Star, member of the 3,000 hit club, having 3,055 hits, 1,406 stolen bases to be the all-time Major League record holder, and 2,295 runs scored. Batting second, one of my favorite players of all time, Mr. Rod Carew. He is also a member of the 3,000 hit club with only 2 less than my leadoff hitter, 3,053 hits. He had a lifetime batting average of .328. He was a 7-time batting champion and an 18-time All-Star. Batting third and playing right field, Mr. Hammer and Hank himself, Henry Aaron. He is also a member of the 3,000 hit club with 3,771. We all know about his 755 home runs. He also had 2,297 RBIs, 2,174 runs, and a lifetime batting average of 305 for a power hitter. That's pretty awesome. All right. Batting fourth and playing left field, Barry Bonds. He is, or not playing left field. What am I saying? Batting fourth and my DH with 762 home runs, 2,227 runs scored, 2,558 RBIs, 514 stolen bases, a 14-time All-Star, and 7-time MVP. Now, when all you people out there to hear this, some may agree, some may not. I know there's a lot of controversy surrounded with Barry Bonds and steroids and so forth. But listen to these stats. Maybe this will change your mind.
If you were to strip Barry Bonds of all of his stats from his 7 MVP seasons, he would still have 440 homers and 359 stolen bases, which no other player has.
Let's hear that again.
If you were to strip Barry Bonds of all of his stats from his 7 MVP seasons, he would still have 440 homers and 359 stolen bases, which no other player has.
All right, moving forward. All right, I do apologize for the glare. A lot of plastic on this table, a lot of lights around me. All right, batting fifth and playing center field, all right, let's back up a little bit. Ricky is in left, his natural position. See, this is what happens when you don't pay attention to what you have written down. Or actually, it is what I have written down. I accidentally put Ricky at center field instead of left field. You could all laugh at me afterwards. It's fine. Anyway, back to the lineup. Batting fifth and playing center field, one of my favorite players during the 90s. Hands down. 630 career home runs and a 13-time All-Star. Just loved watching him play. Such a sweet swing. Climbing walls. Obviously, he left it all out there on the field. And later in his career, injuries and whatnot maybe slowed him down a little bit. But I think he could have easily hit 700 home runs himself. All right, back to the field. Now I have 2 cards for this next player, only because I want to represent him in a playing state card, and then I have a really cool, more modern card that I wanted to show along with it. So anyway, batting number 6 and playing third base, Michael Jack Schmidt. And again, I apologize for the glare. Maybe I'll pick it up before there we go. I'll just show you this. You would think, being a Pirates fan, that I don't like the guy. You got to give credit where credit is due. Great fielding third baseman. I did have a struggle between him and Brooks Robinson only because of the defensive play of Brooks Robinson, but hands down, power hitting third baseman right here, who did hit his 500th home run off of my Pirates, but I guess I can live with that. Put my team in the record books for something anyway. All right, and the other card I wanted to show you, well, he just passed out at third base. Anyway, it's a 2005 Studio Heroes of the Hall jersey relic with the stripe of Michael Jack Schmidt. Let's revive Michael Jack Schmidt here. These plastic things aren't really that great for, not to mention my table's a little bubbly with the rug there. So this was my one change of position. And it's only because I wanted to fit the other people in that I feel deserve to be there as well. And I just feel like the transition would have been very easy for this player. Batting 7th and at second base instead of his normal shortstop position, I'm going to put Mr. Ernie Banks. One of the greatest shortstops, obviously, of all time. Member of the 500 Home Run Club. Better look at that. I know some of you have seen this before. But I am going to put him at second base. 512 home runs. 2 nicknames. And you know how much I like, 2 is better than 1. He had Mr. Cub and Mr. Sunshine. And I don't think he has a bad card. I'm pretty sure that's probably why they called him Mr. Sunshine. Was always smiling. He was known for quoting, "It's a beautiful day for a ball game. Let's play 2. A man after my own heart. 2 is always better than 1. His love for the game, he always wanted to play 2 games. If it was up to him, he would have had a doubleheader every single day of his life. And I always felt the same way. I love the game. He loves the game. And I love it so much that I am actually making room for my shortstop by putting Mr. Ernie Banks at second base, which I feel he'll do a hell of a job for me there anyway. So, all right. Batting 8th. And my starting catcher, Mr. Johnny Bench. As some of you may know, because I've showed this in previous videos as well, this right here is probably in my top 5 of favorite baseball cards ever. I just love this card. I know there's some people out there that really don't care for it too much, but I just love it. I love the 76 design. I love his pose. I love how just the look on his face, the expression, the body language, like he is upset right now, like the umpire called somebody safe at home. I just love it. Moving forward, and this card represents my shortstop for this team, batting 9th, which it was a tough decision on all these, but I hope you could see it. Cal Ripken Jr. I know it says Ozzie Smith, but that's only because it's a double play. So it says Cal Ripken on the Ozzie side and Ozzie on the... That's if you hold it that way. If you hold it the correct way, you could pretty much, I'm pretty sure you could see it. But this is my shortstop and my backup shortstop. That's just in case I need some defensive prowess out there. But my starter will be Ripken. The Iron Man played in 2,632 consecutive games. Start it. So anyway, I know you're seeing Ozzie, but it's actually Ripken. He's also a member of the 3,000 hit club with 3,184 hits, 431 home runs, 1,695 RBIs, 1,647 runs scored, two-time AL MVP. And I'm not a huge fan of WAR, but his WAR is pretty high. It is 95.9 WAR. So I just thought I would make a little side note of that for whoever's wondering. And his backup, Ozzie Smith, the Wizard, 15-time All-Star and 13 consecutive Gold Gloves. So you can't argue with either one of those choices, but Ripken will be my starter just because of his bat. All right, on to my starting pitcher. Had 324 wins, 5,714 strikeouts, 61 shutouts, and 222 complete games. The Ryan Express himself, Nolan Ryan. Now, I have many Nolan Ryan cards. I have some graded ones, but I chose this just because I want to save them for another video. I actually was debating between him and Tom Seaver, but obviously Nolan wins outright. One of my favorite pitchers from back in the day. I know he's many of yours. All right, and last but not least, my reliever. My reliever has a career saves of 300, a career whip of 1.14. He was the 1979 Cy Young Award winner, 6-time All-Star, led the NL in save 5 times, and he was the first pitcher ever selected into the Hall of Fame without a career start. Mr. Bruce Sutter. So this is my team. Overhead shot. On the baseball diamond. Let's look at these one more time. Thank you again, Rob. And congratulations on your 500 subs. Well deserving. You have a great channel. Great guy. I've interacted with you longer than I've interacted with anybody. All right, for those of you who haven't checked out Rob's channel, please go over there, check him out, give him a sub. Good collecting. All right, guys, that's all I got for you for this VR. Sorry about the mistakes early on in this video with Ricky Henderson, putting him in center field. I don't know why I wrote that. So I hope you enjoyed. And get over there, sub to Rob, great guy. And until next time, have a super freaking awesome day. Peace, y'all.
That's all, folks.